Hello, we're here for 30 minutes of yoga. Remember that if there's anything that I present to you that is not appropriate for your body, please sub out for something else, okay? So let's get started. We're gonna start standing in Tadasana. So here we go, we're on our mat, or if you're in a hotel room, could be just a towel. So here we are, checking in with our body, seeing how we're feeling today. Breathing deeply, inhaling through the nose, exhaling. Let's go ahead and exhale through the mouth as well. Couple more. Feeling that deep belly breath and exhaling. Now let's go ahead and breathe in through the nose and also exhale through the nose as well. So inhale. And exhaling. One more. Let's go ahead and rock forward and back. Just forward and back on the balls of our feet and our heel. Checking in to see what our balance feels like today. And let's just go side to side as well. As you can see, the sunshine in the background. I'm in Cabo San Lucas right now, teaching yoga. And now I'm teaching to you. Okay, come back to the center and feel the position that you feel the most balanced. And pause here and breathe. Let's go ahead and roll down. So sweep the arms up, nod the chin, and roll all the way down. Let's roll back up. And again, nodding the chin, rolling down, checking in, seeing how we're feeling in our body today. One more time like this. Now, keeping our hands overhead, let's go into extension of the spine. And let's roll down again. Let's add the extension of the spine. And this time, bring our arms to genie arms and add rotation of the spine. Let's put it all together and roll down. And back up. Add extension and rotation. And now let's add our side bends. So reaching up and over and reach up and over. And let's put that all together. Nod the chin and roll down. Roll back up. Circle the arms out. Go into extension. Coming into rotation. And lateral flexion. And let's move on to breath of joy. So here we go. Swing the arms forward to the side, up overhead, and swing it back. We inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Few more. Go at your own pace. Last one. And come back to our mountain. Let's move on to our moonflower. So you can turn sideways, but I'm going to face the camera. So I'm in a wide lateral rotation, circling the arms up, bringing them to cactus arms and bending the knees and reaching out. So bend and reach. One more. Let's add sunflowers. So hinge from the hips, scoop, and circle up overhead. Two more. Last one. And let's transition into our sun pose. So palms are facing up. And here we are reaching through our fingertips, feeling our mid-back engaged as well. Maybe some heat building in our legs. And let's just stay here for a breath or two. One more deep breath. And now let's come up. Bring our arms in. So our fist, pulling our fist in. And as we bend, we're going to press out and then pull in, palms face up. Then palms face down. Pull in, push out. And here's 3, 2, and 1. And pause here. Let's move on to our sun salutations. Coming up, circling up, rolling down, half lift, forward fold, step back, knee gently down, circling our arms up, bringing it to heart center, hinging down, hands on the ground, into our child's pose. Now shift forward into our kneeling plank, lower down to the ground. Gently lift up through our spine in our cobra, press back into our child's pose. Right foot comes forward, then the left. Press up all the way up, and let's go into our chair pose. And let's do that again, circling our arms up, forward fold, half lift, forward fold, left leg back, knee down, circle the arms up, bringing it to heart center. Child's pose. Shifting forward, kneeling plank, lowering down to the ground with control. Extending the spine in cobra. Pressing back into child's pose. Left foot forward, right foot forward, press into the ground, coming up to your extended mountain and into chair. From here, we're going to move on to our downward facing dog. So circling up, forward fold, hands on the ground, step the right foot back and the left. We're in an inverted position right now, feeling all 10 fingers pressing into the ground. From here, let's go ahead and walk the dog. So that just means we're pedaling our feet. And let's come back into our downward facing dog, remembering that our back stays straight. There can be a bend of the knees. Heels don't have to touch to the ground. From here, let's step our right foot forward, and you can assist it and bring it forward. Circling our arms up to the side, coming up into a crescent lunge. Then standing up, placing the back foot down, rotating back into our warrior one. And holding it here for warrior one. If this bugs the shoulders by having our arms up like this, we can have it at heart center. One more deep breath, circling our arms out to the side and coming down back into our downward facing dog. Left foot forward, assist your foot if you need to. Place the back foot down, circling arms up into our warrior one. You should feel like your biceps are in line with your ears. Your shoulders are not up in your ears, but lower down. All 10 toes firmly planted into the ground. And let's circle down, back into downward facing dog. And let's come back into our warrior one, lifting the right, bringing the right foot forward, coming up, planting the back foot down, and let's just flow. So from here, that same push and pull. So pull in as we bend, press out as we straighten, pull in. One more. Circle our arms up and let's bring it down and transition into our downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Ground the back leg, circling our arms up. Bring it back, and here we go. So punch out, pull in. One more. Excellent. And let's just come back into our mountain. Circling our arms up and bringing it to heart center. And just a few more. Last one. Let's do our lateral flexion. One arm reaches up, the other arm reaches down. This leg that's on the same side of the arm reaching down presses into the ground, and we side bend away. We can have the arm reach up to the sky, or we can bring it with us. But as we're doing this, we're doing our best to not curve forward. Staying here for just a few breaths. And let's switch, reaching up and over. One more deep breath. And let's come back to our start. Let's circle sweep our arms up and bring it to heart center. One more. Let's practice on some balance. So from here, we're going to ground into our left foot, bring our right up back to a tap. And let's have our hands at heart center. So our right foot is tapped back, and then bring it up to a tabletop. And then tap back and up. One more. Now hold it here. Bring the arms out and hold the balance. Hands can be out to the side or maybe up to a V. And let's come out of that. Just shake it out. Let's do the other side. Circle our arms up, bringing it to heart center, grounding our right foot, and then tap back and tabletop. Tap, tabletop. Last one. And now let's hold that. Bring our arms out to the side. Holding our balance. If there's a little wobble, that's okay. We're human. See if you can bring our arms up to a V. If you need to come out of it, go ahead. You can always come back and meet me here. And let's come out of it completely and just walk in place, shaking it out. Let's just swing our arms side to side. And just a few more. And last one, and coming back. Now we're going to put that balance test together for warrior 3. Okay, from here, we're going to tap back. And we're going to hinge from our hip. And actually, let's come back. Let's bring our hands to heart center. And we're going to tap the foot back. We're grounding into the left foot and we're lifting up as we hinge from the hip. Our gaze is to our mat. Our back foot is flexed. We can keep our hands at our heart center, or we can reach it out or to the side or to the back in airplane arms. And wherever you are, come back up. All right, shake it out. Let's do the other side. Tap back, engage our abdominal muscles, and let's hinge over. So engage the glute as we hinge over, keeping the chest lifted as we do this. Remembering that if we come out of it, it's okay. We know how to get back into it. Remembering the variety of hand locations, arm location. You can go there if you like. We're just here for one more deep breath. And with grace, we come up. All right, shake it out. All right, from here, circling our arms up, forward fold, into downward facing dog. And then knees down onto the mat. And sit back into child's pose. Let's roll up onto our hands and knees. From here, our knees are under our hips and our shoulders are over our wrist. Let's reach one arm out and let's just shift forward a little bit and back. The arm is up and shifting our weight forward and back. Let's do it again. So the arm is not down here, it's up here, shoulder height, and we shift our weight forward. You should feel your abs engage. And back. Let's do the other side. And shift. And back. Let's go into child's pose. Let's roll up and come into staff pose. So we're sitting on our sit bones, rock side to side, sitting up tall. And let's bend our knees a little bit, circle our arms up, and then reach forward. We can feel our chest on our thighs. And in this position, then stretch out your legs. And then roll back up. Let's do that again. Circle arms up, but this time keep our arms out straight. And we hinge from the hip. And roll back up. Let's sit crisscross applesauce. In our crisscross applesauce position, Our hands are in front. And let's just walk it forward. You feel a stretch in your hips. Breathe into it. And come back up. Let's do that again. Walking yourself forward. And come back up. Let's extend our legs out, but bend one of them. So the foot is coming towards opposite thigh. From here, let's rotate to that lengthened leg and let's just walk forward. And let's come back up. Let's circle our arms up and let's reach forward. Remember, don't force it. You're going to a point that you feel the stretch, but not beyond it, unless your body is willing to go there. Deep breath. And let's come back up. Let's add a rotation, circling our arms up and rotating towards that bent knee. Place the hand on the thigh, maybe the other hand behind the body, and rotate. Shoulders down. Let's bring the arms up. And let's do that again. Circle the arms up, rotating, placing the hands down, and stretching. Exhaling as you rotate, you should be able to still breathe with ease. Let's bring the arms up and center our body again. Just give it a little shake. Rock on those sit bones to see if you're still sitting up tall. Bringing the opposite leg to your thigh. Rotate to the straight leg and let's just walk forward. And let's walk back up. Circle our arms up to the sky and now we reach over. Place your hands down onto the mat, or maybe it's onto the thigh or the shin, or maybe the foot. But as you're doing this stretch, scan the body and see if maybe you're gripping somewhere else within the body, and see if you can breathe kindness or maybe release it a little bit so it doesn't feel that your body doesn't feel the need to react in a tense state. From here, coming all the way up, circle the arms up and lower down. Let's add that rotation. Arms up, rotating, placing the hands down, softening the shoulders, looking back behind you or not. One more deep breath. Bring our arms up, center, and let's do that again. And let's come back to our center. Bring our arms or legs out, give it a little shake. I'm going to swing around, but we're going to roll down onto our back. So roll all the way down. Bring one knee to the chest and clasp your hands behind your thighs to bring that knee in. From here, straighten the leg to the sky, a little hamstring stretch. Bend the knee, lower the leg down. Let's switch sides. Bring the other knee in. Relax your shoulder blades. Let's stretch leg up. Scan the body, see if you're holding any tension. See if you're able to breathe to it. Release it a little. Bend the knee and come all the way down. From here, our knees are bent and we're going to do a spinal rotation. So our knees are bent. We're going to lift our glutes up and move it 1 inch to the right and lower down. Straighten out the left leg. Bring the right up to tabletop and then assist with your hand across the body. We can look in the opposite direction to the sky or the same direction. In this supine spinal rotation, let's be sure that we're not clenching in our shoulders. Both shoulder blades stay on the mat. They stay grounded. One more deep breath. And let's bring it back to our center. Bending both knees, lifting our glutes, centering them. Now lift them up, move them 1 inch to the left, lower them down, straighten out the right leg, bring the left up to tabletop, and then across the body. Keep breathing. You're welcome to close your eyes if you like. One more deep breath. Let's bring the leg back to our center. Lift our glutes, center our bodies, stretching out our legs. Arms overhead, full body stretch. And release. Let's bring both knees to the chest. Just rock side to side. And then center. Reach the legs out for Shavasana. In Shavasana, final relaxation, you settle in and we get comfortable. Our eyes may be closed or not. And in Shavasana, we give ourselves the permission to relax. We allow our bodies to be still. A moment to go inward. One more deep breath. Let's start to wiggle our toes and our fingers. Let's bend our knees, roll to the right side of our body, and stay here for a moment, supporting our head with our hand. Slowly opening our eyes. Pressing into the ground, come all the way up to sitting. From here, we can sit in crisscross applesauce, where your legs can be straight. And let's just pause here for a moment. And let's circle our arms up, gathering all the light and insight from our practice, bringing it to heart center, bowing our head in gratitude for the time that we got to spend together. Aloha. Thank you. Make it a great day.